What's up guys, thanks for watching D2 Wrenchworks and DIY again. It's Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all you out there, but this also means we got some holiday money. Time to spend that stuff. And so I have a plethora of parts here. These are going to be like my top 6 list of budget buy stuff, great upgrades for you to look into. Pretty much like my keys to any bike build, especially if you don't have a whole lot of money to be working with. But all of these are worth like pretty much their weight in gold. You know, I think they're very special parts. It'll help you be a more avid cyclist and make you want to ride more because you'll feel like you'll be going faster. You're going to feel more comfortable. That will also make you want to ride more. And you know, who doesn't like putting upgrades on their bike? You know, tighter connection and all. Gotta learn somehow, right? So my number 1 part right here. These are carbon handlebars made by Toseek, I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm actually muscling these pretty good. They don't flex. This used to be a big problem like 10 years ago when Chinese stuff was pretty bad. It's getting a lot better now. It has a nice little integrated cable slot so you can put them tucked up in there and look pretty nice and aero. They're actually incredibly light. They're 190 grams, which is pretty insane. They cost $30. At most, if you did any buy it now, they're all over eBay. 35 bucks. Shipped to your door. Less than a week. You can't complain. Has nice shifter markings to make sure that yours are even. Always double check them though. I know over the years some cheaper ones I've bought that aren't as nice as these. They're kind of like cockeyed, but whatever. You could figure that out. Not a big deal. 35 bucks, 190 grams. Definitely my number 1 pick right here. So my number 2 pick is going to be this. This is a 3D forge printed 7000 series, which is very high-end aluminum. Most aluminum is only 6061 or even like 6006 for some really cheap stuff. And this is incredibly light also. I think these are around 25 bucks. You could probably find them around 19, 18-ish if you bid, but buy it now around 25 bucks on eBay. Super cheap again. Lighter than anything you're going to find carbon. I had a Trek Madone 6.9. That came with a Bontrager XXX race light. That's like their highest end, lightest weight stuff. And it was actually heavier at the same angle, the same length and everything. So we're talking the same exact stem by like 20%. And that stem's worth probably like 75 bucks used. You know, they're pretty expensive. So this is made by the famous company Kalloy, K-A-L-L-O-Y. They've been around forever. And this is called the Uno 7. So check it out. Number 2 on my list. You can get this in any angle. This one I have right here is a 17 degree, a little bit of high. I like to try to get my fit a little high. I'm not really into the drop it as low as you can. It's really important into getting your fit. It's really, like I said, it's going to help you get more comfortable. It's a cheap way to experiment instead of spending a ton of money on a bike fit, because even then sometimes you still don't feel right. I've read tons of threads online and in bike groups I'm in where people have had 2 or 3 different professional fits. My advice to you is to experiment on your own a little bit here, and starting with a stem, that's number 1. So now that you got nice handlebars, my number 3 is going to be these Serfas gel pads, and these go on your handlebars. These are the thickest ones you can find in width-wise and thickness of material. I love that. It's super important. You don't want something so small, because when you're trying to pull your bar tape tight, say that 5 times fast, pull your bar tape tight. It will actually stretch the material, and they're not very good to be reused after that time. Spend a few extra bucks. These are like $15. Comes with a really nice 4-piece kit. This would go on your top up here, like that, and these go in your drops. And as you can see, these are 44 centimeter handlebars, and they're going to go end to end of the shifter. That's more than usable space you're actually going to be able to grip. Like, there's no chance you're going to be on the end or all the way up here at the clamp. So a must-have. Takes tons of road vibration out. I mean, again, we want to spend more time on our bike. It's probably one of the best upgrades you can get to make sure you don't have any problems with your handlebars, feeling like your hands are hurting, or like harsh roads you live in. They can give your hands like tingly feelings. It gets pretty rough, you know, and even with gloves on. So this plus gloves, you're good to go. Now for my number 4 is going to be a SUNRACE cassette. This is a 11/28 size. Gives you the top speed with the 11th tooth. And you get a giant 28 tooth on the back. Super important for climbing. If you have a 10 speed, or even they make a nice 9 speed one too, it's a must have. It's not quite as light as like an ULTEGRA 6600, but those are about 50-60 bucks. SRAM PG 1070, that's also another competitor to this. That's another like 70, 65 bucks new. This costs $28. So, pretty much a no-brainer. Brand new, less than 30 bucks. Gets you riding faster, makes it easier for you to climb. That's, helps you learn cadence a little better. Very important, unless you live like in Florida or something, in total flat area. But even then, I don't think it hurts. I think if you're a new rider or, you have a used bike that needs a cassette, always go a little bigger and, it doesn't hurt. And for number 5, a nice saddle. What I have here is a Prologo Q with titanium rails. This is one of their highest end models. My advice to you is whatever comes on your bike probably isn't that great. This is a very high-end Le Mans I have here, and even this didn't come with that great of a saddle. It wasn't terrible, but it was a little heavy. It wasn't very comfortable, kind of blocky, just generic. That's what happens a lot of the times, It's pretty much up to you to get something that fits your waist and everything and your hip bones. So that's very important. And also, it doesn't hurt to get something a lot lighter. And this is one of my main points of getting this. So I got it for about, they sell for like $120 on eBay. There's so many bulk sellers. I got this for like 30 bucks. So a great upgrade. It feels, much more comfortable, makes you want to ride again more. So, something to think about. Look out for good saddles like this. And lastly, but not leastly, is a good quality carbon seat post. This is also something that people overlook a lot of the times. This one is a 0 offset, meaning the center of it has 0 offset forwards to give you like more of a different fit on the bike. Sometimes they could come 10 millimeters back, 20 millimeters back. Sometimes they could come pretty far back, especially on cheap aluminum ones. So it's really important to upgrade these. Help get your fit dialed in a little better, especially when you get that stem going. Get some handlebars that fit you. This is such a big flowing combination. It'll feel like such a new bike. Plus, at the end, you're dropping a lot of weight here. Something to think about. These are also made by Toseek. I swear this is unpaid for. It's just budget stuff that it just adds up in the formula every single time. And so I can't help but, 25 bucks. What are you going to do? Can't complain. You can even actually trim it, they come very long. You can cut it down a little bit if you want. To save a little bit extra grams. If you're a real weight weenie, that's a good website to check out too, weightweenies.com. And that's pretty much it. That concludes the video. I hope you guys spend that Christmas money. Please like and subscribe. It really helps my small channel grow. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Merry Christmas.